Right, I've been asked to do a couple of videos to blog basically this ratrod project in the UK. Basically I've had a few things laser cut, I've designed them myself in CAD, put it in Fusion 360 to have kind of a 3D view, and then got it laser cut. Now I'm at the process of putting it all together. We're in a UK garage which are tiny at the best of times. It's no big posh workshop or anything like that, so I'm kind of lacking on brilliant tools, fabrication benches and stuff, but I'm just making do as best as possible. With the way I've designed the chassis, it should stay fairly square because obviously everything's kind of precision cut with tubes and stuff, but obviously I need to double check, triple check everything in terms of measurements. Tools I'm using to cut kind of tubing down, I use a friend's kind of big chop saw, but I do have this one here which is pretty good. It's a Rage 2, about 200 quid, but it is pretty good. I've got an inverter because I've annoyingly bought it in 110 volt. Other tools, I've got a SIP TIG welder here. I'm still getting to terms with it. It's a bit pants because it doesn't do aluminium, and to be honest I ain't that great with it. Obviously the gas for that. I've got gas on contract which is fairly cheap, but obviously you can use the small argon bottles. The only other kind of welder, which is the main one that I use, it's nothing special but it's pretty good, about 400 quid, but this was a while back I bought it. It's a Super McSeely again. The main thing I can recommend to anyone is use proper gas, so this one is argon 5, so it's not pub gas. You can weld with pub gas, but the welds are pretty, well, they can be pretty shocking and you don't get a nice hot weld. So yeah, basically that's it. My frame rails are there, laser cut at a 5mm. So I've got two inners here. These holes will make sense a bit further on, but basically I've got the two inners and two outers for that. And then this section here, I've had laser cut again down here, which is this. Basically what that's going to do, that's 3mm, so obviously I can bend that. What that's going to do is kind of sit on these rails. If I show you with a standard piece of metal, it's probably not the best example, but basically it will sit on here. Can't jig it up. There we go. So you've kind of got an edge on it like that. It will overlap a little bit, and I can get a good big weld all the way around once it's all bent. So there'll be my rear frame rails. The front frame rails are under there. Fuel tank. And then just shed loads of cut tubing. Again, these will all make sense. I'll make little videos of kind of each sort of stage by stage, but that's pretty much it for the time being. It won't be professional videos because obviously I'm using a camera phone at the minute. I'm not in a fancy workshop, but it kind of proves that you can do this sort of stuff at home. I mean, again, none of the tooling is particularly expensive. That's crap brand. Couple of quid for that, but it works. Again, with this that I'm using, that's probably like a 20 quid tool. So yeah, nothing special, but hopefully we'll build some cool rat rods. Right, I'm going to put together my 4-link mounts. Pre-warn you, I look homeless, but that's because I'm dressed for the garage. So basically what I'm going to do is these laser cut bits here, at 5mm steel, they're going to be my 4-link brackets. So as you can imagine, they're going to kind of sit like that. 4-link is going to come out of here to the rear axle and go up and down. Got an airbag mount here which will push it, it's a cantilever setup. So then I'm going to be welded onto here, these two tubes, and then through these holes to obviously give some support to this. I've got some tubes that are going to be obviously welded in. So I'll have a tube in that one, and those three, and then those are just going to be the 4-link, where the 4-link bushes are. And then obviously the bolt will go through the 4-link bush. It'll pivot on that point. Top one is the fuel tank mount, which is obviously that metal keg. I don't know if you can see it in the video. And that one's going to pass through there. Again, I'm going to do the bottom 2 tubes and the top one, get all that kind of tacked in place. And then I'm going to put the tubes in. Obviously I've got to make sure that I've got enough room for the bush. So I've used the bush now, which is the biggest bit here. And then I've put two washers. You could put more washers in to give it kind of some sideways adjustment at a later date. Although because I've laser cut this, it should be perfect anyway, so I shouldn't need the adjustment. So it's kind of going to go, you can imagine, like this. So I'll have the bolt through, first washer, go on there, that'll be the rubber bush. Obviously that's the inner of the rubber bush. Another washer. Obviously I'll be using different bolts. I've just got this one just for welding. And then that will sit like that. So that'll be nice and solid once all these extra additional tubes have been welded in. So I'm going to speed up the video because it's going to take me probably a good few hours. It'd be boring if you was watching me do it, and obviously I don't want you to hear me swearing because no doubt I'll be swearing halfway through it. So that's that. I've just taken delivery of a cheap tool, an eBay purchase that I thought I'd share because it's pretty handy. Basically you'll see the top bits of these are cleaned around the welds, where normally you'd get like spits and bits of slag, which is like small bits of weld that kind of bonds itself to the surface. Need to clean the inners out, so ignore that, but this tool's kind of getting in all the nooks and crannies, which is this. Now you can normally get these that are air fed, but obviously I'm working from home, so A, I haven't got a big enough air system, B, I'm trying to keep it quiet. Obviously an air kind of compressor kicking in and out continuously would start to annoy the neighbours. So this electric one I found, I'm sure it was about 32 quid. It comes with them kind of belts, but I've purchased some better quality which fit it, which I can't remember, it's like zircon, so I can never pronounce it, but yeah, it should last longer basically, the blue ones. But yeah, it's for removing, if you see here how dirty these are, you've got these kind of bits of metal you can't remove, whereas obviously I've removed them from the top here. So I'll give you a quick demo of it. Like I say, it's not the best brand in the world, but it's going to obviously do what I need it to do. And that's that. So you see it's removed kind of the bits, whereas that obviously is a lot prettier than that if you was going to try and put some paint on it. So yeah, I'm just going to go around the whole frame with this. It's obviously going to take me a bit longer than probably the air one is, because the air one spins a lot faster, but obviously I haven't got one of them. But yeah, handy little tool for 30 quid.